Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to study about the very important and interesting topic in list, which is list comprehensions. Right? So let us first understand what do we mean by this, and then we are going to see how we are actually claiming that yes, Python is a very concise language. So, list comprehension provides a concise way to create lists. And here I mean a variety of lists. Common applications are to make a new list where each element is the result of some operation applied to each member on another sequence or iterable, or to create a subsequence of those elements that satisfy a certain condition. But let us cut short this theoretical explanation and let us move to a programmatic answer of it. What do we really understand by comprehensions? This slide will be the answer of your questions. Without comprehension, if we want to create a list which is just printing the square of elements in certain range, I will be requiring a code of say 1, 2, 3 and 4 lines, right? So it is a simple program of printing squares in a list, and we have seen many such examples before also. But the same code can be converted into a single line of code if we use list comprehensions, right? So let us, rather studying this topic, on slides, quickly move to your Python screen and see what is really comprehension and how it can make your code concise and readable. So let's move to Python screen. So what here we are going to do is we will be creating a list of squares. So print traditional method. Let us say that it is a traditional method, by looping. So I will be taking list of squares 1, and that will be an empty list this time. And I will be taking a for loop for I in range. Let's say I want for first 10 elements, right? And what I will be doing is the name of my list, that is sq1 dot append function, and what I want over here is square of each iterable value of I, right? And at the end I will be printing my list, that is lst underscore sq1, right? Let us first run this code and see what we are getting as an answer. Here you can see that what I got over here is, it is squares of first 10 natural number with traditional method. Now let us see how we can actually make this code concise by using list comprehensions. So I will be printing over here so that there will be a differentiation, comprehension, right? And I will be doing the same code but in a single line. So that will be sq2 this time. What I want a list of squares. But here, what is I have to define. So what I'm going to do, I will be writing this for statement inside my list brackets only. So for I, now this I will not be going to give any error. So from where I will be getting this I will be for I in range, and the range will be from 1 to 11, and for bracket of for your range. So what I did, this complete statements of 3 line, I have actually combined it into an expression inside my list. So if I make a comment over here and tell what is the syntax of comprehension, so it is the list that you want to make. Inside, what we actually want, the content of my list. So here is the content. So my content over here is squares, right? And then I will be writing an expression, and my expression over here is this, which is evaluating the value of I. If I want to make it more complex, I can also write a second expression. If I want to make it more complex, then I can write third expression and so on. Even after expressions, I can also give conditions, which we are going to see in the upcoming examples. So actually what here we want, that all the things that we are writing vertically, we have written it horizontally in a concise manner. So let me just run the code and see whether I am getting the exact answer or is there any difference. Right? And just run the code. And you can see that the output is exactly the same as we wanted. So that is how why we have included comprehension in our list, because it actually makes our code concise. So the first example that we are going to see today of a list comprehension will be filter the list to exclude negative numbers. So on your screen, I have a list which have all the odd numbers having the negative value and all the even numbers is the positive value. So what I want all the even numbers over here, and I do not want the negative numbers. So let us see how we can actually, perform this particular program in comprehensions. So commenting this above code, let us make a new program for excluding those negative value. So I have taken a list over here which have all the odd values as negative numbers and all the even values as the positive numbers. So 6 minus 7, 8 minus 9 and 10. So this is the even number, right? So what I want over here, a new list. So new LST, this is my new list, and I will be writing the code inside this square brackets. So I want I, from where this I is coming. So this is my content. Remember the syntax. So this is the content which I want to get into my list. From where this is coming? This is coming from an expression. So for I in list, because you can take list as your, you can say iterable. And if, I also told you that yes, we can use conditions also over here. If I is greater than 0, right? Because negative numbers are less than 0. So if I is greater than 0, then make a list. And I will be printing the value of new underscore list. Let us see what we get. So on running, the output is all the even numbers, or we can say all the positive numbers. We can also change this, because here you can say clearly that all the even numbers are actually positive. So I can also change the condition to say if I mod 2 is equal to 0. Even then I am going to get the same answer, right? Now if I want to get all the negative numbers, so we can say that if I is actually less than 0, right? So this time I will be getting all the negative values. So we can change the expressions and the conditional to get the desired output. So that is how we can actually do comprehensions in list, in that is coding in concise manner. The second example is to create a list of two tuples. Two tuples means a tuple which have two values, like number and its square. So you can see in the example that here is the square of first five natural numbers, clubbed in a tuple, right? So 1 squares is 1, 2 squares is 4, 3 squares is 9, and so on up till 5. So let us see how we can actually get tuples in list comprehensions. Here, just commenting this list because I do not require this anymore, and coming back to how we can actually create a list of tuples. So here I will be directly making a new list, right? So let the name will be new list. So I want this particular list. So always remember, first we will be taking an empty list. And first of all, we will be writing the content. You can also write the expression first, but here I want my content. So what I want is, I want I, that is the natural number, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with this, I want squares of I, right? So 1, 1 ka square 1, then 2, 4, then 3, 9, 4, 16, 5 and 25, right? I will be getting this content in my list. Now for I in range, I need the values up till 1 to 5, right? So I can take it like 1 to 6, right? Or I can yes, because I want 1, I do not want 0, so let it be from 1 to 6, right? And in the next statement will be nothing but printing your new list, new underscore list, right? And on running this, you should get a tuple with the square values and the first and natural numbers. The 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9, 4, 16 and 5, 25. So you can see we can actually get variety of list with the help of list comprehensions. Let us look at one more example, which is not difficult, but yes, that makes our code significantly concise. The third example is on your screen, which is nothing but the Cartesian product. Now, what is Cartesian product? On your screen, you can see I have two lists. One is having value 1, 2, 3, and other is having value 10, 20, and 30 respectively. What Cartesian product is? Cartesian product is a list of tuples and it is a two tuple pair. So in the tuple, what we will be having, first value is from the first list and then it will be paired with all the values of the second list. So one with 10, then one with 20, then one with 30. Then on the other hand, we will be having 2 and then 2 will be paired with each and every value of the second list. Then we are going for the third value, which is 3, and 3 will be paired with the other values. So this is known as the Cartesian product, right? We have used the Cartesian products in mathematics a lot, right? So here we will be actually writing a program using list comprehension. You can also try a program without using list comprehension and compare the two and just check that how list comprehension have reduced the lines of code drastically, right? So that is how we are making Python as a concise language. So coming back to the Python screen and trying to code for the Cartesian product. So here what we are going to do, first of all, we will be actually creating two lists. So let me take L1 as the first list and the value will be 1, 2 and 3. And along with list number 2, that will be having values as 10, 20 and 30 respectively, just as we have seen in our slides. And the name of my list will be Cartesian product. So I have taken CP, my list. Now what I want one value from I and another value is J, right? So I is coming from L1 and J is coming from L2. So here I can mention also for L1 I have taken the variable as I and for L2 I have taken the variable as J. And now from where this I and J are coming, I have to provide some expression. So for I in L1, we know that list is iterable. And for nesting, the second expression will be actually nested in the first for loop. So for J in L2. So this is your expression 1 and this is your expression 2, right? And that's how the list comprehension works. And after that, you can just simply print the value of your Cartesian products list. So now this should be printing your Cartesian product. So yes, now on your screen, you can see that the content of the list. See, let me just print all the lists also. So print, and we can see that L1 is equal to, and here I will be printing L1 and another print statement that is printing L2 is equal to, and let me print L2 also. Now that will be actually easy to visualize. So here Now you have a list as L1 that is having 1, 2 and 3 and then 10, 20, 30. So now 1 is paired with 10, 20, 30. Then 2 is paired with 10, 20 and 30 and 3 is paired with 10, 20 and 30. Right? So that is the Cartesian product that we got. And we got it through list comprehension in just single one line. Now, I hope that after seeing so many examples, the concept of comprehensions will be pretty much clear to all of you. And for watching more such videos and Python programs, stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.